Hello, Junior 6. I hope that you are safe at home now. Today we're going to have a grammar lesson, which is the passive voice, and how we can form it in the present simple tense. Okay, but first of all, we have to know when do we use the passive voice. We use the passive voice when we want to focus on the action itself and not the person who does it. We usually don't know or are not interested in who does the action. The main focus is the action itself. Let's have an example here. Cheese is made from milk. Is it important for me to know who made the cheese? Sure, no. The most important thing that I can enjoy cheese and it's tasty. Let's have another example. The gardener waters the garden. The gardener, subject. Waters, verb. The garden is the object of the sentence. And the first step in forming a simple present passive sentence is to start with the object. So where is the object here? We said it's a minute ago. Yes, it's the garden. Very good. The second step is to use the correct form of verb to be. Am, is, or are. The garden takes, is. Very good. The third step is to use the past participle form of the main verb. The main verb here is water. So the past form watered. The past participle form will be also watered. So the garden is watered. The fourth step, which is optional, to add the word by, followed by the subject of the active sentence. So the final sentence will be, the garden is watered by the gardener. Now let's move to the booklet on page 25 to highlight some important information and answer some exercises. Let's look here, forming simple present passive, the affirmative form, object, am, is, are, plus the verb in the past participle form. And if it's a question form, I will start with verb to be, am, is, or are, plus object, plus the verb in the past participle form. Let's see the first example here. The gardener waters the flowers every evening. Passive, I will start with the object. The object in the first sentence is the flowers, followed by verb to be. The flowers takes am, is, or are. Yes, the flowers are. Then the past participle form of the main verb, waters, it will be water. We said it a minute ago, and we have to add by plus the subject of the main verb. So the flowers are watered by the gardener every evening. Let's move to the second sentence. Active. Helen doesn't drink anything in parties. Helen, subject. Doesn't drink, verb. Anything, object. And in parties is the completion of the sentence. In the passive, it will be nothing, because anything, and the negative form in doesn't will be nothing. So, nothing, followed by verb to be, is, followed by the past participle form of the main verb, drink, drank, drunk. So, nothing is drunk by Helen in parties. The third example, who sells umbrellas? Here it's a question form. I have to start with who, followed by verb to be, so who, are, and after that the word umbrellas, and after that the past participle form of the verb sell, sold, sold. So the sentence will be, who are umbrellas sold by? Another example, my mother doesn't paint the walls. My mother, subject. Doesn't paint, verb. The walls, object. Let's start with the object. So I will start with the walls. The walls, am, is, or are. The walls are, because it's plural. Followed by the negative form, doesn't will be aren't. Then the past participle form of the main verb, paint, it will be painted. Then I can add by my mother. So the final sentence will be, the walls aren't painted by my mother. Let's move to the exercises part. A. Complete the sentence using the present form of verb to be to complete the following passive sentences. So my main rule here is just to add verb to be in the present simple tense. So it will be am, is, or are. Number 1. This house, space, built by my grandfather. This house is, because it's singular. Very good. Number 2. Many accidents, space, caused by dangerous driving. Many accidents are, because it's a plural. The room is cleaned every day, because the room is singular. You can complete the rest of the exercise on your own, especially because you're going to receive a model answer to check all your answers. Let's move to the next exercise. Exercise B, correct the verb between brackets. Here, we do have a verb between brackets and we have to put it in the passive form, which means, first of all, I have to add the correct form of verb to be, am, is, or are, followed by the past participle form of the verb. Number 1, the post, space, every day. and the verb here is break. So first of all, I have to add the correct form of verb to be, the post is, followed by the past participle form of the verb bring. So the post is brought, because bring, brought, brought. It's an irregular verb. Number 2, the runners space give their certificates after the race. Give. So the runners, am, is, or are, the runners are. The past participle form of the verb give, gave, given. So the runners are given their certificates after the race. Number 3, the books collect after each lesson. The books are, because it's a plural, and the past participle form of the verb collect will be collected simply because it's regular verb. I just add ed. And also you can complete the rest of the exercise on your own, and you can check using the model answer. Let's move to exercise C. Change the following sentences into passive voice. Here we do have a full sentence, and we have to change it following the rules which I said it before. Many people read this writer's articles. Many people, subject. Read, verb. This writer articles, object. I have to start with the object. Very good. So I will start with this writer's articles. After that, I have to choose the correct form of verb to be that matches with the articles. So the writer articles are, because it's a plural. After that, I have to add the past participle form of the verb read. Read, read, read. The same spelling with different pronunciation. So the answer will be, the writer's articles are read by many people. Number 2, Jackie milks the cows every morning. Jackie, subject. Milks, verb. The cows, object. And I will start with the object. Very good. So the cows, followed by verb to be. The cows are, followed by the past participle form of the main verb. The cows are milked, because it's regular, just ed. The cows are milked every day. I can add by Jackie. Number 3, Benny never understands the new teacher. Benny, subject. Never understands the verb. The new teacher, object. And I will start with the object, the new teacher. Followed by verb to be. The new teacher, am, is, or are. The new teacher is, because it's singular. Followed by the adverb of frequency, never. So the new teacher is never. After that, I have to add the past participle form of the main verb. Understand, understood, understood. So the new teacher is never understood, and I can add by Benny. Let's move to the next exercise. Exercise D. Rewrite the sentence in passive voice. Here in this exercise, we will do the same as we did in the previous one. Number 1, he opens the door. He, subject, opens, verb, the door, object. I have to start with the object, the door. Followed by verb to be, the door is, then the past participle form of the main verb, open, opened, opened, regular. So the door is opened. Number 2, we set the table. We, subject, set, verb, the table, object. I will start with the object, the table. Then verb to be, the table is. After that, the past participle form of the main verb, set, set, set. So the table is set. Number 3, she pays a lot of money. She, subject, pays, verb. A lot of money, object. I have to start with the object. So a lot of money. A lot of money is, are, a lot of money is, because it's uncountable. So a lot of money is. The past participle form of the verb pay, pay, paid, paid. So a lot of money is paid. And now my passive sentence is correct. Let's move to the next exercise. For each sentence, choose either the active or the passive form of the verb and the correct tense. So here, my rule will be is to decide, is this sentence active or passive? And accordingly, we will fix the verb between brackets. Number 1, that door space paints every year. Is it active or passive? Yes, it's passive because it starts with that door, which used to be an object in the original sentence. It can't be a door. So that door is a passive sentence. Okay, accordingly, we will follow the rule of the passive. So I have to add verb to be followed by the past participle form of the verb. So that door is a past participle form of paint, painted. So the answer will be is painted. Number 2, Michael Schumacher always drive for Ferrari. It's an active or passive sentence? Yes, it's an active sentence because Michael Schumacher is the doer of the action. He is the one who drives. So Michael Schumacher always drives for Ferrari. Present simple. Number 3, in the UK, everyone drive on the left. Active or passive? It's passive, really, yes, because really in UK, everyone drives on the left. So the answer will be drives, normal present simple. I hope that you got the lesson. Don't forget that a model answer will be attached so you can check your answers. Thank you and goodbye.